careful, I've only got 1 health left. If I go there, I'm going to die. So what's happening here is I've got my action points, and I'm just choosing where I'm going to go. As you can see, we've just really picked up the graphics in the game. They're looking really sweet at the moment. This is the size of the board. This board, this is the summer board. We've got the winter tile set coming at full launch. And I think there's like, you were saying there's almost like an infinite possibility of infinite tile set.
Yeah. So this is, every game of Armello that you play is procedurally generated. So we have a certain amount of tile types. So we have about 7 different tile types within the board, and then we randomly juggle them around based on an algorithm that ensures that it's fair and balanced every game. But every time you play a game of Armello, it won't be the same map layout or anything. So every game is different, like subtly in regards to the geopolitics. There might be 8 settlements, or there might be 4, or there might be a row of mountains like separating you from another hero that changes the entire dynamics of the game. So this is our hero sheet here. So we've got our stats. This is our hero power. So this is what we're showing off today. Braun, our new hero for the Bear Clan, which will be available at full release. Scarcaster, so he gets +1 fight for each spell he casts until the end of his next battle, or at the end of his turn. And then this is Sana. So this is our first hero of the Bear Clan. So you can actually play 2 members of a clan at once at full launch when we release the other heroes. So at full release we'll have 2 heroes per clan, so a set of 8 heroes. And then you can equip a signet and an amulet. We have spirit stones and settlements and everything in the game as well.
So we've got this system of fuzzy turns as well. So I've just ended my turn. So other players are moving, but they're still, that's why the camera's not following them right now. But it doesn't mean I'm stopped playing. I can actually still equip items to my hand, or I just can't afford it. I can still play spells to the game. And if I had the magic, I could play trickery. I can still interact with other players. And I can still be attacked. So I'm never really not doing anything. It's just, unfortunately, we're looking at this. There's a particular game mode that's interactive now called Fog of War, and that's why everyone's stealth. But usually we'd see other interactions moving along. I could still, as I said, cast a spell across the map to another player right now. So, especially in multiplayer, you've got more to do in your off turn usually than you do in your on turn. So usually, like, instead of in a normal turn-based game, you're like, hurry up, I want my turn again. You're like, wait, I haven't actually done all my trickeries in time. So we've just shifted to the night phase now. What's happening is a crystallization's occurring. So it's like a powerful crystal in the land of Armello. If you collect enough of those, you can cleanse the kingdom, and that's one of the victory conditions of the game. There's 4 victory conditions, and they're all leaning into very different play styles. So if you want to be that combat monster, then you're probably going to go for an assassination and the Kingslayer victory. If you're really Machiavellian and you want to be that dark sort of Sith Lord, you're going to go the Rock victory, and that's a really hard game, but sort of very rewarding if you can achieve it. On the last victory type I didn't mention is the Prestige game. So here's Prestige. If you accumulate enough Prestige, you become the Prestige leader, and you actually get to influence the ear of the king. And it actually changes the dynamics of the game dramatically, because you shift from trying to take the king down to actually trying to protect the king. You're manipulating his forces, trying to defend the palace against the other heroes, because you want the king to die of his natural causes and inherit the throne. And that changes everything up, because all of a sudden you've got a hero defending the king, and then the other heroes, one's trying to slay him, one's probably trying to find some spirit stones. And any hero can achieve any victory type.
So you could get a game where everyone's going for a prestige. And
yeah.
And it's really tight and close to the wire.
And that's a really super interesting game too. Yeah.
It's really good as well when, say, someone's going for a Spirit Stone victory and they have 4 Spirit Stones, because then they start to glow blue and they become a Spirit Walker, is what we call it. And then they just start to move towards the palace, because that's all they need to do. They just need to get to the king, and then they can win. So everyone's like, quick, stop them, as they're like going.
So everyone's just trying to get in
like,
their
I don't have
way
any cards. No, you've got to like.
Yeah. And that's the interesting thing, is if you were ignoring one particular player, they're probably getting further and further along their victory time. The community's been loving it in multiplayer and on Steam. We're getting great response. Our review rating's really good. It's really heartfelt to read those great reviews. But what's really interesting is we've got over an hour playtime as the average, and that's super high. So it just shows that people are getting into the game and staying there and just enjoying it.
Yeah, so we've been on early access now for about 5 months, and every month we release a branded major update to the game, so like a mini expansion, so to speak. So the one we just announced, our next one, which is called Pride's Fall, that'll be our 5th update on early access. And so when we do that, we actually tease out the features that are going to come out that month. So for example, this month, one of the first things that we're announcing, what is it for Pride's Fall?
It's tactics, so we've upgraded the ambush mechanics in the game and the evade mechanics. And they're really interesting because the evade allows you to be slippery on the board, and ambush allows you to attack people out of stealth and into stealth. And that's a really interesting advantage to, or get an advantage in combat. We're also unveiling networked mechanics with the settlements. So it's sort of like trade routes and stuff like that. So players will be really interesting to see how they handle that. I wanted to attack him, I've just run out of action points.
So yeah, we've got what the assets that you're looking at the moment are the assets that even on PC, Mac, and Linux are going to go live at full release at version 1 on Steam and Humble Bundle and GOG. But this is currently the PS4 version. But you can see when we push in, we have that beautiful tilt shift effect. When you zoom out, we have beautiful volumetric clouds to really give you a sense of the scale of the world. And this is all completely new environment assets. So currently on early access, we're using our old assets, and at version 1, we'll be releasing these beautiful new high-res assets that our team's created. And there's a bunch of new effects coming to the game.
Well, the hero might attack us. This is our quest. Oh, he's gone away, he's gone away. He knew better than to take us on. He's gone for Amber. So actually it's really interesting. So the AI that we've developed for this has got a memory, and all the AI have got character traits, and they have a revenge and an ally rating. So as you play helpful cards to other AI, they actually build up a rapport and a friendship with you, and they will be more likely to play other beneficial cards and less likely to attack you. But they also have a memory. So some characters have got a really long memory and will never forget a good deed, or equally if you backstab them, they'll never forget it. Where some characters can easily forget. So you do something good to them and they're like, I don't really care, I'm going to backstab you. And that's really going to come out as you start playing against the AI for single player, because I'm a huge champion of the single player experience, and Trent's always in there in the multiplayer games and playing against the community. And I think this game serves both really well.
Get some spells so we can show off our hero card. So yeah, all our cards are animated, over 120 cards, beautifully illustrated, animated, just subtle effects through to crazy good things. So we can claim this tile here.
Yeah, you're going slower, but you're covered by that.
So now this is our quest system. So this is one of the coolest features of the game. We have over 200 quests in the game, and so as you're moving, your storyline is constructed for you. So every time you play, your storyline will be different, and depending on what you choose as well, the outcomes will be different as well for each quest. So right now, Blake's chosen to test his fight, and he's succeeded. So he's charged these Banes and slayed these Banes that were hanging out in this forest, and has gotten a Spirit Stone that'll help him on his path to victory. But now if he checks his journal here,
the journal?
He'll actually have, he's just completed his second quest, so once you do a quest, it then will actually print out in your journal like this in storytale fashion, and this also placeholder will look much more beautiful than this. It will tell the story of your hero as if a storyteller is sort of recounting your heroic deeds.
I can go back to the first quest, and it's just building a story as you go through the game.
And as I said, every time you play, these are different. So at the end of the game, you can sit there and read through the story of your hero on his or her quest for Armello.
So all the tiles are different, so I was trapped between 2 mountains and they required 2 action points to get up, and I couldn't do it because I only had 1 action point.
So after you've done a quest, this is what happens. So when it's your off turn, again, so while it's other people's turn, you have things to do. You can check, you can get this, you can go for this treasure, or you can go for a follower or a spirit stone, and they'll test different things. So it's a tricky decision between, do I want the coin master to recruit to my party? You've had a card play.
He just stole my mirror image. He's going to attack me now. He's ambushed me out of stealth. He's got the advantage. I can't burn cards, so I'm at a severe disadvantage at the moment. So I am a big clan fighter. He's got defense, he's got the attack dice. I got to roll my dice, the odds aren't going well. He's got a really solid defense base and he's got more attack than me. And I've got to be careful because he could rout me. If I get pushed into a wall, I'll die. So that comes back to that tactical tile positioning. That's really important as well. So it's lucky I could get up onto that mountain. And what he's done, this is Mercurio's hero power. So he's a scoundrel. So he's just claimed my settlement and he's robbed my coffers. He's taken gold from me. And that's really powerful because it's shifted that balance of power and that wealth over to him. So not so good. But I'll pick my rumour for my quest. And since he's just stolen my money, I think I need the Coin Master. So there's no wrong answer there, but you've got to really tailor your decisions to help you what victory path you want to go, or plug weaknesses in your hero. We've come to dawn. So you can see I'm actually leading the prestige race at the moment, which is pretty cool. Oh no, it's Mercurio.
Yeah, he's a prestige. You're tied.
Tied. Sinister rituals. So the king's actually done this thing where he's created all the Banes are more powerful around the map now. They're actually going to be super lethal, so I want to try and avoid combat now, otherwise they're probably going to kill me. So these King's Guards, they're really sort of like the stormtroopers of our game. You can get on their bad side and they'll really mess you up, or you can try and manipulate them with politics. That's a cool card. It's good. That's really helpful because now if I try and find my quest, which is over here, I'm actually going to banish myself across the board and see if I can get closer. Went the wrong way, but
you are closer.
I am closer, yeah. Can't always focus the magic where you want to go.
How you finding it?
Cool. So I've actually got Merry Thieves. So even though it's not my turn, I actually want to do this, and I want to. Ooh, quick! I've just played a Peril here, and I've just trapped Sana. So I just managed to do this in my off turn, and she's hit it, and she failed. She lost gold, and actually I stole the money from her. So you can see you can do things in your off turn. Especially a character like Mercurio, who's the rat. He's got a high wits value. He's got a lot of cards and a lot of gold. So he, in his off turn, is just playing card after card after card. So you can see how that really changes the game up. Amber is our real jack of all trades. She's really, she's got advantages in finding treasures and folders. So she builds up this party, and she's like a wrecking ball. She's like a steam train, really. She just gets more and more and more powerful as she goes along, which is a real generalist. So she can go in any particular area or build up equally.
Alright. Cool.
Yeah.
I think we've got what we need, really.
Yeah.
But,
Awesome.
and it's September then?
This
Yeah,
September,
September,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
All platforms at the same time?
Yeah,
All platforms.
PS4, PC, Mac, Linux, yep.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Banks.
Cheers.
It's good to see you, man.